Hey everyone, let's talk about Fubo stock. So obviously, if you've heard me yap about this stock before, I am bullish on it, which seems to be getting a lot more tougher to believe in this here lately. But I'm going to explain what's going on with it and why I'm still holding high hopes for this stock and what could potentially happen. And the last video I made on this, I said, hey, this stock, Fubo, has the potential to make you extremely rich. I still believe that. I really do, and I'm going to explain why. But this is a dangerous play. It's becoming more dangerous, and I'm going to explain that why too. So let's kind of nail down some things, what's going on here to all get on the same page. Right now with the stock, it's still falling. It's still falling. And obviously the market right now is taking a huge hit, which, you know, great buying opportunity right now in the market for a lot of things for you as an investor. Now Fubo obviously is trying to hold that 160, but it lost it here just this week, and now we are down in the 140, high 140. Hope it stays there. I hope we climb back up to this 150, 160 at least. And you know, obviously the fear of the situation right now is that the stock will continue to go under and potentially hit under $1, and you never want to stop to go under $1, because then, you know, a time starts, a time watch starts on it, you know, where NASDAQ goes, okay, well, you know, you've got so long before we start talking about a reverse split here. Now obviously we're nowhere near that. That is not even what's going on right here. So I'm not trying to put, you know, fear, a FOMO fear out there right now with that. But the situation is yes, it's still losing ground. Now it could be doing a lot worse, I think, but it's not, thank God. Now, other key bullet points, obviously, this is a company that has been killing quarterlies. They have been doing great in growth, and next year they're expected to be cash, you know, have a lot, debt-free, essentially. They're expecting to be there and continue to grow. Now, there are some big obstacles right now, and I don't want to go over this too much more because I've talked about it, and I think it's kind of just like a broken record at this point. But obviously, there's still the lawsuit that is going on right now with Fubo and Disney, Fox, the whole thing. And, you know, my fear in that is that, you know, obviously Fubo has quite a bit of money. They're doing well. But, you know, Disney obviously, you know, has more money. They have more time. They have more money. And the thing is kind of like, how long can this sit out in the ether, this situation, and bleed the stock of Fubo with investors being very, you know, because right now obviously Fubo's bread and butter of what they sell to people more than not is their sports package. You know, it's a really big deal, and that's where they get a lot of their subscribership. So, you know, Disney is obviously trying to make their own, and now there's all these, you know, the regulations, lawsuits that are meeting up in court, and, you know, is Fubo going to come out the winner, or is it just going to be like, hey, you do this, I'll do this? You know, is this really going to work out in the end? So you have a company, Fubo, who's doing great with people subscribing, quarterlies. You know, next year is supposed to be a really good year for them, and you got a low end cap stock right now with potential to really pop if we were to see a bull market here in the next 6 months. Now, whether that's going to happen, it don't look like it. Let's be honest here. But saying this situation too, you have a stock that is killing it in quarterlies, and there's a lot of stocks like this across the board right now. We have company stocks that are doing great quarterlies, but you know, the stock's not really moving, or it's continuing to go down. And a lot of stocks that were doing a lot have kind of hit a roadblock. We've just seen the market lately, and this was expected here in April, with rates coming in, but you know, the rates and inflation was worse than what was expected. Go figure. Who knew Uncle Sam was lying? So with that, you know, we're seeing the market here just go. So these low-end cap stocks, these companies that are actually doing really well but very affordable because their stock is so cheap, and you have a market, and the market is like the ship, and then all the stocks on it, you know, like the people on it, are just drowning with the ship right now, and the ship is drowning, which is the market here. So we're just watching, especially these really cheap stocks that were already taking damage 2 months ago, are taking even more damage, which leaves the question, is this huge opportunity, or is this like, I'm not getting involved in this? And that's where a lot of people are sitting right now, because you have Fubo, who is wrapped up in this lawsuit with Disney. Is it going to turn out really good for Fubo, or is it just going to be one of these things at the end of the day, with all this time and money spent, you know, they're just going to go, well, we just came to an understanding, and Disney's going to do their thing and we're going to do our thing? Well, that's not really what investors are wanting to hear right now. It's just not. You know, Fubo right now is giving people, essentially, they're one of the newest and last when it comes to providing people with television. You know, television, if you know what that is still, most young people don't. But they are providing that, along with, like I said, a huge sports package and other things too that go into that. The next big pop that we should see here in Fubo is in May 3rd. They just announced that their quarterlies will be coming out. This will be Q1 for 2024 here. Now, with that, we are expecting, more than likely, we're going to see remnants of the Super Bowl on there. We're going to see remnants of March Madness subscribership on there. You know, this should be another successful quarterly. This one should be popping. This one should be booming. Now, will this be the quarterly to shoot the stock up into a $2 to $3, $4, $5 mark? I don't know, because of the market. I mean, really, that's what I think. I think it's the market, but more than not, it's this lawsuit. I think a lot of heavy investors right now are really scared to get involved in this because of this freaking situation with Disney. I mean, it's not good, because they're going, it's literally a David and Goliath situation, and I don't know that Fubo is going to be able to slay this giant. I just think there's going to be some kind of agreement, but you know, that could be at the end of the year or this time next year. You know, people are just like, I'm not waiting around for this. I mean, investors nowadays are like in a stock for maybe 2 weeks to, you know, no more than 2 months, I would say. People don't really long-term invest anymore. It's very hard for them. And that's, of course, that's not everybody, but that's a big majority of people, especially when you have a stock that continues to go down and just eat away at people's profit. So, saying that, you know, what we can expect so far with Fubo, the good news is that these May quarterlies, they should be great, and that will be another quarterly they have won. They have captured going into the new year, and you know, we will probably see a run up, no doubt. I mean, we'll be well back into the $2 range by May. So if you're buying in now, you'll more than likely double, maybe triple your money, comparing to, you know, considering what number we're going to hit here going into May. But and that's only just weeks away. So January, February, March, April, May, you know, so Fubo should start to move here. It should start to move, but I think it'll be another 2 weeks before we do see it move. So this is good news. It just kind of, it's still another situation where we go, okay, we know this quarterly is going to be good, but really, at the end of the day, is this something that I want to do? I just want to sell out, get my money back, get into Fubo later on? Is Fubo going to be like $1.20? Is it going to be, you know, like, I don't know, $1 by June, July? And until we hear something, and they're not even talking about this lawsuit. Like, it is hush hush. I mean, you can't really find anything on it besides that it's going on. So, you know, I can't even like really give anybody information on it. So, friends, this is my Fubo update. You know, I'm still in it. I've actually been buying more. This is just it's a situation where you can't really get a straight answer because this is legal stuff at this point. You know, I don't know where it's going, but either way, I believe Fubo will do good in the future. I mean, they will. We've seen this. They have a customer base. They have found their customer. They have met their customers' needs. The thing is, you know, what is Disney going to do? That's the big thing. I don't think Disney can do anything this year. They're probably running out of time. But, you know, what are they going to do for the future? This is something Disney's tried to do. They're going to eventually do it. They're going to do something. Disney's always looking to make a buck. And, you know, they're going to try to get in the sports center of it pretty hard here. Friends, I'm going to stop yapping. I wish everyone the best of luck. It's already Thursday, man. This market, this week, we've already gone through it. Friends, I will talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.